we're helping Meredith solve this quadratic equation, or we change it to Juan because Juan wanted to volunteer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to use the quadratic formula ourselves, and then we can compare our work to Meredith's, and then we can find any errors that she might have, he or she have. Lily, what's the first thing we need to do? We're going to subtract 3. Let's do that. Lily, tell us what's left. So if you want steps again, set equal to 0. Set equal to 0. Good job, Lily. All right, who's next? Brian.
Yes, Mr.
What's next?
We can check the, I don't know what it's called, the X, right? So we get like, okay, A, B, and C. Can you like label them?
Yeah, let's do the A, B, and C. Can you tell me that?
A is X is 1.
A is 1.
And then B is -7.
Correct.
And C is -11.
Okay. Brian, can you tell me also the quadratic formula? Dun 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 dun.
X equals -b plus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2a.
Thank you, Brian. So we wrote, make sure it's set equal to 0. Brian helped us find the A, B, and C quadratic formula. Let's now do our substitutions. Help us with the substitutions here, Diego. So I'm going to have that minus sign, guys. You guys were talking about it, right?
Yes.
Now you said -7. Yep. Notice I'm using my parentheses. Raise your hand if you got that so far. Okay. Good job, Diego. Alejandro, let's simplify this. Remember, this one is the opposite of -7. And what do you get here? +7. -7 squared. -4 times 1. Positive or negative? And -4 times -11? And Alejandro, 2 times 1? 2. Alright, Noel, simplify that.
7 plus or minus the square root of 93 over 2.
Noel, go ahead and split these for us, please.
7 plus the square root of 93 over 2. 7 minus the square root of 93 over 2.
Okay. Now, you could leave it like this. This is a very clean answer, but remember, how many solutions are here? 2. 1, 2. Okay? Alright, let's go back now and see if we can identify Meredith's error. I'm sorry, Juan's error. Okay. With your partner, take 20 seconds, take a look here, take a look there, put your finger on it, circle it, something. Saul, do you see Juan Meredith's error? Do you see the error? What's the error? Didn't set equal to 0. Right there. Right? Because then they just picked A, B, and C on the left side, not set equal to 0. And again, the reason why that has to be 0 is because it's an x-intercept. Okay, then it says determine the solution to Meyer's quadratic equation. We already did that. And then let's just practice putting that in decimal form. Let's do that together. So if you have your calculator, your test-approved calculator. Can I use that one? Pass it over. Alright, take a look at this calculator. This one does not have math type. So I want to show you guys how I'm going to calculate this one right here. And really, I should actually do these squiggly ones. You guys know what the squiggly ones are? Yeah, we're approximating, we're estimating, right? This is an exact answer. Everyone say exact? Exact. Class, why is it an exact answer? It has a radical and a fraction. This is actually more accurate than the calculator. The calculator is just estimating by decimals. It's just that we understand decimals. It's kind of like money. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So let's do that together. 93. So in this calculator, I have to type in 93. And then I press the square root button. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to add 7.
Wait, can you do that again?
That's why I record videos. I can just rewind it. So you have 93.
Yeah.
Take the square root button.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to write plus 7 and then enter or equals. And then I'm going to divide my answer by 2. In class, if you round to the nearest hundredth, the answer is 8.32. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit tricky to do with the calculator, so I'm going to do mathematically, is it okay if I do the opposite of square root of 93 plus 7 over 2? They're the same thing, right? 7 is positive. Square root of 93 is negative. So let's do that together. So the calculator, you're going to have to do a little bit of work. I'm going to have to take 93 square root. Then I'm going to change the positive negative. So now it pops up as negative. Plus 7. Enter or equals. And then I'm going to divide my answer by 2. And you get x is approximately, how would you round to the nearest hundredth?
Negative 1.32.
Negative 1.32. Now let's just say your calculator, like you're not getting the same answer and you have math type. It is okay if you just kind of like go to your calculator, type in 93 and press the square root button, and then you round 9.64. And then you can just do 7 minus 9.64, whatever your answer is, and then divide it by 2. Does that make sense? You can do it by parts, or you can kind of do it all together. Questions on calculator or how to do that problem?
Can you do this one since
I will show you when I come around. We did that yesterday. No? Yes? No? Did I show you guys yesterday? With a different calculator? With yours, right? The green one.
But there's multiple. Yeah, this one's a
Yeah, there's a lot of them. We got to use the critical thinking.